Years of litigation, I was pleased to have had the opportunity to tell my side of this ridiculous story. Just one.
오랜만에 영상 찍네요. 아하, 운동을 해보도록 하겠습니다. 스피드하게 30분 동안 꽉꽉 채워서 운동을 할 건데 팔굽혀펴기 위주로 하도록 하겠습니다. 운동할 땐 CNN이죠. 오늘은 날씨가 갑자기 추워졌어요. 지금 오늘이 화요일인데 일요일에는 67년 만에 몇십 년 만에 한파가 왔어요. 10월 달에. 오늘은 10월 19일 화요일이고요. 분리수거를 버리는 날이에요.
Bring auto production, and that's not expected to get better until next year. But economists at Citi say even though data in September was worse than expected, that doesn't mean factories are inactive. At the same time, Amazon plans to hire 150,000 temporary workers for the holidays. The holiday jobs have an average starting pay of $18 an hour, and look at this, Laura, there's a sign-up bonus of $3,000. Other chains, including Walmart and Target, are adding temporary workers, permanent workers at stores and warehouses to meet demand from holiday shoppers.
Anything to get those gifts to consumers.
Yeah, the $3,000 hiring bonus I think is pretty interesting. You've seen this war for talent. Money could lure people off the sidelines.
We'll see if others follow suit on that for sure. All right, still ahead, no climate funding, no votes. That's the new hard line from Senate Democrats on the president's infrastructure plan. We'll break down what this all means for the Biden agenda next.
The journey to the top for a successful business in Africa starts with an idea. But how does a concept become a moneymaker? African and global industry leaders share their stories this weekend on Profit Point in CNN Marketplace Africa in association with Dangote. Meet the pioneering businesses charting a new course for the ocean economy. Watch 3D technology help grow coral reefs.
The design of the reef tiles is actually inspired by rainforest.
See a concrete way to restore marine life.
We need to armor our shoreline in a better way.
And learn how this route fights ocean pollution.
Join me, Christy Lustau, for Inventing Tomorrow.
Saturday on CNN in association with DBS Bank.
It up right now.
They feel like they won't be able to outrun.
They thought the whole
Julia Chatterley. Tonight on CNN.
So many questions about what is the federal government doing. Do you get the anger that is out here?
How concerned are you about the front line? You don't believe that there's a racial divide here. Looking back, as president, did you tell the story of race in America enough? All the places I've been and all the things I've seen, all the people I've talked to, I carry with me. They're part of what I do right here, holding the powerful accountable, keeping them honest.
AC 360, Tuesday through Saturday only on CNN.
This morning, a new wrinkle in the debate over President Biden's sweeping economic plan could soon force a major split among Democrats and tank the entire bill. A group of Senate Democrats now pushing back hard against Senator Joe Manchin and his effort to cut $150 billion from the president's plan, key money that would incentivize power plants to address climate change. Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut are now even threatening to withhold their votes entirely if climate funding falls too low. CNN's Jasmine Wright is live for us this morning in Washington. So nice to see you, Jasmine. You know, it seems like some Democrats, led by Senator Bernie Sanders, are kind of fed up with Manchin's outsized control over this party's agenda.
Well, Christine, there's certainly some high anxiety, as Senator Dick Durbin told reporters yesterday, and it really stems from the fact that lawmakers and the White House really want to see these negotiations come to an end. They want to see these Senate holdouts, Senator Manchin, Senator Kristen Sinema of Arizona, really come to the table and agree on a deal on the president's sweeping economic agenda. And they see, and lawmakers see President Biden as kind of the conduit, the person that can bring that kind of closure to the table, can bring them in. Because at the end of the day, Christine, this is President Biden's agenda, right? And it is his administration and it's his legacy that is on the line if this sweeping social safety net expansion package and bipartisan infrastructure package do not get passed. And so really this week, the fight over his agenda is crystallized in kind of this rift between Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator Manchin, but also on Manchin's climate stance. You just said that he pushed back reportedly on the president's clean energy program, really the cornerstone climate policy of the president's agenda. And so Senator Sanders took out an op-ed in Manchin's West Virginia's hometown paper, kind of urging folks to come to the table and commit to a deal on the president's agenda. And surprise to no one, that did not really go over well with Senator Manchin. So here is his response to our own Manu Raju about the op-ed.
I think they know West Virginia, what we've done and what we continue to do for this country, and that's all. I want to make sure they respect the process.
He said you're holding up the Biden agenda.
No, there's 52 senators who don't agree. Okay, and there's 2 that want to work something out if possible in a most rational, reasonable way. That's all.
So last night, Senator Sanders and Senator Manchin kind of had a show of good faith. They had a meeting and a photo op at the Capitol, really showing that they are both kind of in it to try to move this thing forward. And for the president, officials say that he is working behind the scenes this week. They say that on his private schedule, he has blocked the congressional time, all meant for him to be engaging really deliberately with Congress, trying to get this thing to come to a close, trying to get his agenda passed before that real kind of follow of markers at the end of the month. Christine?
Jasmine, so nice to see you. Thank you for that. This programming note, folks, CNN exclusive, President Joe Biden takes questions from the American people. Anderson Cooper will moderate. A CNN presidential town hall with Joe Biden begins Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Don't miss that. This morning, as tributes continue to pour in for General Colin Powell, we're learning how this former Secretary of State opened up about his health challenges in an interview last July. He spoke with journalist Bob Woodward in what is believed to be his last interview. Powell died early Monday after suffering complications from COVID-19. In his discussion with Woodward, Powell acknowledged fighting 2 deadly diseases, but he had no time for sympathy.
Well, you see, I've got to go to the hospital. 3 times a week. I've got multiple myeloma cancer and I've got Parkinson's disease, but otherwise I'm fine.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
Don't say no, I don't feel sorry for you. For God's sake, I'm 85 years old. Gotta have something.
Well, you...
And I haven't lost a day of life fighting these 2 diseases. I'm in good shape.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, you've never lost a day of life. I mean, think of the activist generals, former Secretary of State, now Oracle, right?
Al's wife, Alma, also tested positive for COVID and went to Walter Reed with her husband. Her symptoms were mild and she was treated and sent home. Both she and her husband had been vaccinated against COVID, but General Powell's myeloma made him much more vulnerable to serious complications.
Yeah, people with these immunosuppressive drugs and with these diseases where the immune system is down to 0, this is why all the virus in society is not good. It is not good, and it's people who aren't vaccinated who really are putting people who are doing the right thing but suffer from these other chronic illnesses, putting them at risk. It's just unfortunate.
Okay, coming up, the head football coach for Washington State fired for refusing to get vaccinated. Your Bleacher Report is next.
If you make this, you'll be the first woman to ever do it.
Our man.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. You know I can't. I can't stop. I have to keep going. What you're looking for is in here.
On this month's Living Golf, the game's surprising influence on gastronomy. Get a taste of what's going on beyond the putting green.
So here we are, Peakshore Golf Club. Look at this beautiful view in this wonderful place. At night, the food is just amazing.
The idea is to serve everything as simple, elegant, but low calorie.
Join me, Shane O'Donoghue, for this month's Living Golf.
Saturday on CNN, in association with Golf Saudi.
We've missed the globetrotting and adventures, and we're longing to get out and go.
This is living.
Uncovering the city's DNA.
Beautiful.
Meeting people who will share its secrets. And making discoveries that wow.
Extraordinary.
It's a world of wonder now. Go and see it. Saturday on CNN in association with Turkish Airlines.
Advancement, adaptation, new Marketplace Middle East.
See how the region is investing in solutions to help fight the impact of climate change.
Marketplace Middle East, Saturday on CNN.
Very nice to meet you. I wish you the best.
I'm Melissa Bell in Paris, and this is CNN.
When you travel the world, make sure the world travels with you. Check in, log on, and get connected with all of the latest developments at your fingertips. CNN Partner Hotels. Connected to your world.
I'm Will Ripley in Taipei, Taiwan, and this is CNN.
All right, the Tennessee Titans stop the Buffalo Bills with a goal line stand in the final seconds in a Monday Night Football thriller. Andy Scholes was up late and has this morning's Bleacher Report. Hey, Andy.
It really was, Christina. You know, this was an awesome game. We had 7 lead changes last night, tying a record for a Monday Night Football game. The Titans, Derrick Henry, just having another monster game. Second quarter, Henry busting through the middle, breaks free. He was clocked at 21.8 miles per hour on this run. Keep in mind, he's 250 pounds, 76-yard touchdown. Henry, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns in the game. This one coming down to the final seconds. Bills had the ball 4th and 1, 3-yard line. Instead of kicking the game-tying field goal, go for the first down. 22 seconds left. As you can see, Josh Allen didn't get it. Kind of lost his footing there and was stuffed. Titans hold on to win, 34-31. To baseball, another day, another grand slam for the Boston Red Sox. Bottom of the second, bases loaded for Kyle Schwarber. Unloads on that pitch. That made it 6-0. Red Sox hit 2 grand slams in Game 2, and after this one, first team ever hit 3 grand slams in a postseason series. This after just hitting 3 grand slams all season long. Fenway was rocking as Boston wins Game 3, 12-3. Take a 2-1 lead in that series. Game 4 coming up later tonight, just after 8 Eastern. That follows Game 3 of the Braves and Dodgers series. That's at 5 on our sister channel, TBS. All right, college football, Washington State firing head coach Nick Rolovich and 4 assistants yesterday after they refused to comply with the state's COVID-19 vaccine mandate. Yesterday was the deadline for thousands of state employees to be vaccinated or risk losing their jobs. Back in July, Rolovich posted on social media that he elected not to receive a COVID-19 vaccine for reasons which will remain private. All right, finally, San Jose Sharks star Evander Kane has been suspended 21 games by the NHL for violating COVID protocols. According to Front Office Sports and ESPN, which cited unnamed sources, Kane was being investigated for using a fake vaccine card. Kane will not receive any pay while he's suspended. He released a statement apologizing to his teammates and fans, saying, "I made a mistake, one I sincerely regret and take responsibility for. During my suspension, I will continue to participate in counseling to help make me make better decisions in the future." All right, Laura, big sports night. The NBA season tips off tonight. This is the 2 weeks in sports where you got the NBA, NHL, baseball playoffs, and the NFL all going at once. Not enough TVs to watch it all.
Not enough TV, not enough sports.
Just what Laura always wanted.
Someone in my
More
household is
sports.
excited about it. It may not be me, but someone in my household. Andy, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. The FDA is set to approve mix and match boosters as early as this week. What it means in the fight against COVID next.
Can your investments have a positive impact on the world? From financing hospitals, to funding clean energy, to make electricity more accessible, and investing in innovative solutions to clean polluted marine habitats. Our sustainable investments benefit you and parts of the world that need it most. We're Standard Chartered, and we're here for good.
I sold my car to pursue my dream of making undercover boots a reality. I moved back home to my childhood bedroom. With a little help from my friends, my idea started to come to life. Boots that were fun, colorful. Sure, I made some mistakes, like when my first shipment turned my mom's home into a warehouse, but I persisted and I grew with the business. And with great partners, DHL, we are leaving positive footprints all over the world.
Don't
Don't scream. You're gonna scream. I was sent here from the future. Bunch of lights, time machine. Shh. Are you being serious right now? What? Open your eyes! Open your eyes right now! Smell that. I can't. I have a deviated septum. Not anymore. I fixed it. We have a lot of work to do. Oh, not ready yet. What? See? So happy.
Fishing boats of all sizes fill the harbour and dot the coastline of the Gulf of Oman. And most of the fish is caught by small-scale independent fishermen who sell their catch each morning at markets like this one in Muscat. Oman wants to get the most out of its natural resource without disrupting the livelihoods of these artisanal fishermen. Augusta Fisheries is trying to do just that, with a new fleet of 3 commercial fishing vessels with the latest equipment and technology for catching large amounts of deep water fish in an environmentally conscious way.
You can have your vessel really be fit, ecologically, environmentally be right by deploying sensors within your nets that is pushing all the big fish out. Then the nets, they are big enough to allow all the small fish out.
Transformation, technology, new Marketplace Europe.
Innovation and sustainability. Europe's aviation and food giants are working to reduce their carbon footprint.
Marketplace Europe, Saturday on CNN.
I think business travel is a great thing to secure new relationships and new customers and accounts. So I think it will come back. And I also see a new trend of blending leisure travel with business. When you go on a trip, you stay an extra couple days, you get to experience the city and the destination. And you can still do work because you know how to use Zoom these days. We will see a good rebound and it will get back to historical levels.
여기까지만 하겠습니다.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. This is Early Start. I'm Laura Garrett.
It is Tuesday. I'm Christine Romans. 31